Marilyn Monroe spent 1944 building them in a factory. The brother of a future president died testing one, and a drone from 1944 inspired every military UAV flying today. These are the weapons of World War II that the world forgot it had already invented." End quote. Let's begin with the drone that gave the world its first taste of unmanned mass destruction. V-1 flying bomb, Germany. Germany launched over 10,000 V-1 flying bombs at Britain between June 1944 and March 1945, making it the first mass-produced cruise missile in history and the first drone weapon used in sustained combat operations. Each flew at 400 miles per hour on a preset course using a gyroscope and a propeller that counted the distance to target. When the propeller reached zero, it cut the engine. The silence that followed was what people on the ground feared most because it meant the bomb was already falling. Britain shot down about half. The rest killed over 6,000 civilians. Next is the aircraft, whose name gave every drone on Earth its name. DH-82B Queen Bee, Britain. The British DH-82B Queen Bee was built from the same airframe as the Tiger Moth trainer and became the world's first mass-produced military drone in 1935. It was radio-controlled, reusable, and used to train anti-aircraft gunners by flying as a target over firing ranges. The name Queen Bee is considered to have directly given the English language the word drone, previously only used for male bees that serve no productive purpose. Over 380 were built for the Royal Navy and Royal Air Force. The word they invented for it now describes every unmanned aircraft on Earth. Now meet the drone being assembled when the most famous photographs in Hollywood history were taken. Radioplane OQ-2, United States Norma Jean Mortensen, was a factory worker at Radioplane's Burbank plant in 1944 when an Army photographer arrived to shoot a morale piece about women in war production. He photographed her assembling target drones on the production line. Those photographs launched her modeling career. She later became Marilyn Monroe. The radioplane OQ-2 she was building when those photographs were taken was America's first mass-produced drone, with over 15,000 manufactured during the war for anti-aircraft gunnery training. The most famous photographs in Hollywood history were taken on a drone factory floor. Moving to the first armed combat drone America ever deployed in a real war, Interstate TDR-1 Edna, United States. The Interstate TDR-1 was made of wood, guided by a television camera in its nose, and controlled by a pilot in a following aircraft watching a small screen. It was the first armed combat drone in American history. Of 50 deployed to the South Pacific in 1944, 37 reached their targets and 21 hit them. The entire program was canceled the day after its most successful mission. The Navy decided conventional aircraft were more reliable. The drone that proved unmanned combat worked was shut down the moment it worked. Step forward to the first drone to take off from an aircraft carrier that never actually fought. Naval Aircraft Factory TDN-1, United States. The Naval Aircraft Factory TDN-1 was designed as a torpedo-carrying assault drone capable of attacking ships without risking a pilot, and became the first unmanned aircraft ever to take off from an aircraft carrier. It passed every performance trial and was deemed fit for combat. It never saw combat. Controllers found it too difficult to guide accurately over open ocean distances. Over 100 were built. Not one was ever used in an actual mission. The first carrier drone in history never left the testing phase. Here is the drone program that killed the future president's older brother, Operation Aphrodite, United States. In 1944, the United States Army Air Forces began converting worn-out B-17 Flying Fortress and B-24 Liberator bombers into enormous remote-controlled flying bombs under Operation Aphrodite. A two-man crew would take off, arm 20,000 pounds of explosives, and parachute out while a controller in a following aircraft took over by radio. On August 12, 1944, Joseph Kennedy Jr., older brother of the future president, was aboard a Navy version when it exploded prematurely over Suffolk, England. The program was quietly canceled shortly after. Now the aircraft that invented the idea of one plane controlling another from the air. Curtiss N2C-2, United States. The Curtiss N2C-2 fledgling was the Navy's first seriously tested remote-controlled military aircraft and introduced a technique that defined all subsequent drone development. It was controlled not from the ground, but from a following manned aircraft, with a pilot operating radio controls while watching the drone ahead. This idea of one aircraft controlling another from the air was revolutionary in the late 1930s and directly influenced the TDR-1 program that followed. The N2C-2 never saw combat, but every armed drone that uses an airborne remote operator traces its lineage directly to it. Meet the drone that trained more anti-aircraft gunners than any weapon in American history. Culver PQ-14 Cadet, United States. The Culver PQ-14 Cadet was the most widely produced American drone of the war, with nearly 2,000 built as radio-controlled target aircraft for anti-aircraft gunnery training across the United States. Derived from a pre-war civilian light aircraft, it was fast and maneuverable enough to simulate real combat aircraft for training purposes. Thousands of American gunners learned to track fast-moving aerial targets using PQ-14s before they ever saw a real enemy aircraft. The drone they practiced on may have saved more lives than any weapon it was built to imitate. Next is the German ground drone that was innovative in theory and slow enough to walk away from. Goliath SD KFZ-302, Germany. The German Goliath was a remote-controlled miniature tracked vehicle packed with explosives and steered by wire toward enemy positions, tanks, or fortifications. It weighed between 370 and 800 pounds and carried up to 220 pounds of high explosive. Over 7,500 were built. In practice, the wire that connected it to the operator made it easy to disable by cutting, and the slow speed of 6 miles per hour made it easy to spot and avoid. Allied soldiers who encountered them quickly learned to simply cut the wire. It was innovative in concept and largely ineffective in practice. And finally, the most sophisticated remote weapon Germany built and the least remembered. Borgward B4, Germany. The Borgward B4 was Germany's largest remote-controlled ground vehicle of the war, a tracked demolition carrier weighing nearly 5 tons and carrying up to 1,100 pounds of explosives that could be detached and left at the target before the vehicle reversed to safety. Unlike the smaller Goliath, it was radio-controlled rather than wire-guided, making it harder to disable by cutting a cable. Used at Kursk in Italy, and during the Warsaw Uprising, around 1,200 were built. The B4 was the most technically sophisticated remote weapon Germany produced and one of the least remembered. Drop the drone you want the full story on in the comments. Subscribe now. This is only the beginning of where this technology went.